So first we're going to open idoceo. And then we are going to go up here to these little chalk dots, or if you're in the class list, or if you're in like the gradebook view, it's going to be these three little lines off in the corner. Then you're going to say settings. Then you're going to go down to icons. And you're going to add whatever icons you are going to be your starting point for important things. Like, for example, we are standards-based grades, so my beginning icon is going to be a 3, typically. That's where most kids are going to start. It's going to be my starting point. Most kids are probably going to have a 3, maybe occasionally a 2, so I may add a yellow 2, because that's my other icon that I use frequently, this yellow 2. And if there's any other icons you want to add, go ahead and add those. Say add. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to custom editor here. And then I've got a behavior chart. I've got a standard one. I've got map. That's our state assessment. And so it's basically a standard-based grading scale, except for it's advanced, proficient, basic, and then it's below basic, but they didn't have a red BB, so I've got BU, so under basic, basically. Recorders, I still grade on a 4-point scale, but occasionally I give out a like perfect, like beyond perfect, because there's like kids that very rarely really like have gone above and beyond, and so I occasionally give them a 4+. I got a thumbs up, thumbs down, yes, no, pass, fail sort of thing. Sometimes we play games and I give them a gold, silver, bronze, and participation. I just did this. It's a new smiley, but you can do whatever you want. If you wanted to do like a battery scale, you could do a battery scale. I just saw some batteries in here. They were really cute. There they are. So like a full battery, 3/4 of a battery. I mean, you can do whatever you want. So where'd these batteries go? I lost them. Maybe this is how much patience you have left after the end of the day with these children. Who knows? I don't know. Empty. And then I always pick an A or an NG, A for absent, NG for no grade. You pick. I do an A or an NG, and I'm going to pick, maybe this was their energy level or participation. Or I'll say participation for the day. They gave me full effort, no effort, whatever. I am going to go back to my icons real quick, and I am going to add one of these batteries to my list because we got to have a jumping off point here. We'll start with, that one, add. Okay, so there we go. We'll say add. Oh wait, I already did that. Done. Okay, now we've got the gradebook. This is what it looks like. Normally, you click on it and you get your whole list. Not a big deal. You can click and change it from here. Not a big deal. Say finished. If you are here at the bottom, there is a replace or add button. That one does make a difference. So if you say replace, as you click, it just changes it. So it just changes the color, or, replaces whatever you put. If you say add, every time you click a new one, it just adds an additional one to the list, and you end up with a whole big long line. So I tend to prefer replace. Occasionally I might say add if it's something I really want there to be multiple things on, but not always. Then I'm going to go to the seating chart. And right now I've got attendance taken that has already been taken. These 3 kids were absent. This is my fake one. I'm going to delete the attendance here because that way I can show you what I did. So we'll go back to the seating chart. So if you go down to this lightning bolt column in the bottom right corner, and you can just select attendance, you can check and see what your settings are on if you click the settings wheel. I want it to be as small of a width as possible. I want attend all to already be selected, and that's all I want. So I'm going to say exit out of that, and I'm going to just select attendance. It's going to go ahead and give everybody a green check mark, and then if I select them again, it's going to give them a red X, and it'll leave this little red dice behind. Then I can click this bottom corner again and say cancel column selection, and it will leave the red dice behind, so I'll know that they're gone. I know that when I'm doing things with those students that they're absent for the day. So if I want to create a quick column like that, I'm going to select column again, and I'm going to say add favorite column down here where the stars are. I want to create a new star column. So I've got a 4, 3, 2, 1. I've got a standards. I've got a behavior. So I'm going to say add favorite column, and I'm going to say add configuration. I'm going to add a description. So my new description is going to be participation. My column header is going to also be participation. I'm not going to have a subheader. I'm not going to have a tab or a folder. It's just going to be whatever tab it's currently on is the one it's going to do. Today, it's going to, so if I click today, it's going to add the date of today. A width, I want it to be as small as possible. Grade type, I want it to grade it as a 4, 3, 2, 1 of icons. You can do a pass fail. You can do 0 to 100. You can do, your regular grades. So I'm going to do a 4, 3, 2, 1 all icons. Cell editor. Here's where you created your customs. So I'm going to do this participation one with the batteries that I kind of liked. And then default value, I'm not going to do anything with, but the default icon, remember where I pulled up that icon? This is where you need that icon. This is the icon everybody's going to get automatically when I select this. So I'm going to say okay. Do I want the date in the cell? No, I do not want the date in the cell. If you want the date in the cell, click it. I don't. I just want the date at the top. So I want it to select the date at the top. And then the most important thing, add to main list at the top up here. Yes. Then say save. Now you're going to go back to favorites. And now I've got participation. When I click participation and the stars, it's going to give everybody a green battery. Column has been created. So all I have to do now is tap on students and it will change their battery. So Lisa has been giving me 0 battery. She has given me no effort whatsoever. Mark, on the other hand, has given me maximum effort, so he gets a full battery. Grant was absent, so we're going to give him an A for absent. Sarah was absent. We'll give her an A for absent. Alex was absent. We'll give him an A. Sean was absent. We'll give him an A. Beth, she was not super participative. Becky was super chatty with Beth, so we'll give her a halfway participated. Eric, super awesome effort. We'll give him awesome effort. Emily, Aaron, they were good. Todd was pushing my buttons. He wasn't terrible, but he wasn't great. And Lisa, I had to call her parents. So I'm going to leave it like that. And I'm going to say cancel. I can also do this from the grade book and just double click on, and then there's all my choices. And I can click on Lisa and say annotate and write a note called Mom talked about chattiness. Yeah, that's a better way to spell that. Apparently, Lisa is an only child and does not get to talk to any kids except for at school, so that's part of her chatty problem. So, there we go. And so that is how you do that. I can go back to my seating chart, and like I said, I've got other columns set up. So if I wanted to do a behavior one, I've got a behavior one. I've got a standard one where they all get a 3, and then you can click through to one. You set it up the exact same way. You can also edit them. If I say add favorite column, I can say edit, and then I can click on it and make adjustments as needed. If I don't like one, I can also delete one. Like, for example, I want to get rid of this one. I could say delete it. I could delete this one. I made those earlier today. Not a big deal. I can always add those back. So that is how I do that. If you would like to know how I set up my calendar, my schedule, planner, anything else, please let me know. But that is how I pretty much do all of that. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys again another time. Bye.